he gets turned into a tree. Just to help Mother Nature a little bit. That's about it.
Are you gonna plant it there?
Plant the seeds.
Okay. Okay.
Hi guys.
Okay, plant the seeds of the wind.
No, you're right. You're right. Don't worry. What else do you need? What else does a tree come from? But in any case, I wouldn't put a tree there on rafters. It's probably a construction zone, man. Yeah. I don't think you'd want to put a tree there. In the end, though.
True. It might uproot the foundation.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. You need a building permit for that, but
Ooh,
who needs a
Kagura.
permit?
OTW
Fly
apa?
high, apparently Kagura, as per Swords will grab the Below the Aries plus the
Udah nonton aja lu gak lu? Kata gue nonton, kata gue dilarang berkomentar. Gue telatin satu gaji. Ininya kecepetan, bukan gue yang telat. Jalan. Jam 8, jam setengah 7 mulai.
No way to get out whatsoever, and Shiro gets another one for free. Boom here, still commanding. It's 3v2, and while Pandemonium, they effort to try and scramble towards A. It's a...
udah kata gue nonton, cepet nonton, diem. Nonton aja, nonton, diem, kata gue diem.
RT gave away his position, that's why Moria canceled the TP as well, but the most important thing.
Udah menang ini mah.
Quick refrag from RT with the stinger.
6-3 kata gue teh.
Like a butterfly sting like a bee.
Satpam, mana ada ya anjir jam 8. Jam 8 apanya? Gue tuh udah siap dari tadi tau aslinya. Terus kayak tadi ya udah kayak siap-siap dulu kayak ngambil jersey gitu-gitu dan gue nyantai gitu. Terus buka HP ternyata udah mulai apa nggak panik loh. Halo Kwaci, hai. Bayangin perasaan James. Tadi gue ngomong kan ke James ngecek dulu kayak bentar ini match-nya cepet, aku siap-siap dulu. Terus dia nggak ada bilang kayak ini aku udah siap-siap, aku udah mau mulai. Nggak ada anjir, gue kira kayak masih nyantai. Udah nonton guys, udah 6-3 menang ya. Ini mah tenang aja, kita lawan Pandemonium apa dah anjir, Pandemonium Pak lawan apa guys? Lawan Pundamonium. Halo Kwaci, hai. Hai.
They're pushing up A main. They spot nobody. They know something's up. They could be that B push. But the pinch is already here from Famous. He could have an angle on spawn if they're not careful. The smoke gives a little bit of cover.
Pundamonium.
And goodbye to Artsy. NC Slasher knows exactly where to go for the hold. And in a matter of time, boom, Esports springing out to get even more. Famous, the operator, you know he's good for it. And even Pandemonium contest more so. Seems like there's no way for them rather.
Kalau kata gue ambil minum dulu.
That's gonna be it. Boom Esports. They played so perfectly yet again. When it gets tough, Asarai, it feels like for Boom, they go back to the books.
Kalau kata gue udah menang. Kalau kata gue nggak ditonton juga menang.
The great separation. I don't know if that's as famous. No, he knows his teammates.
Kalau kata gue.
Having fun with the blades.
13-3. Kalau kata gue 13-3 sih guys.
You're absolutely right. Just going back to what you mentioned about.
Ini kenapa telat? Karena kayak nonton udah pasti menang gitu. Kayak ngerti gak sih guys? Kayak mau main, mau nonton nggak nonton tuh udah pasti menang. Jadi kayak entahlah.
How jittery Pandemonium has been. You know, when they just keep getting that little bit of hi hello from Boom.
James gacor lah.
Throw something, and then Boom's like,
Omen Moria beraksi iya.
Knowing that Kagura's there, knowing that he can always just dislocate us if we push on a site that he's on.
Pasti baru banget.
Okay, that's the biggest things we have to deal with already on that one side, and they were already set up for B. So Boom have been reading the rotations, reading the reactions of Pandemonium so well that Pandemonium just aren't able to react fast enough to kind of answer back.
And you enjoyed the comp here for Pandemonium, yes. It also fits in to most of their comfort picks as a team. But at the same time, Boom Esports, They just know the lay of the land here on Ascent. They're just gonna go for the push, but Artsy working aggressively alongside his teammate.
Mati ya, maaf. Prediksi 2-0. Emang boleh sejumawa itu? Itu dah.
Kagura with the find, the 1, the 2. They're really just showing up in front of him by this point. And Pandemonium, they just called for it. No need for the utility.
Cosplay book. Nggak maksud aku gak sengaja nge-mute. Gak usah marah-marah. Kenapa kalian pada hobi banget marah-marah sih? Kayak stop marah-marah guys. Stop marah-marah. Stop marah-marah.
Either his teammates spotting them out as they try to slowly creep right in. Here comes the Han. There's going to be the scan. One more onto Moria coming into the corner.
Apaan ini, Cok? Tiba-tiba flawless. Apa ini?
Possible. And a flawless round here for Pandemonium. And all of what I was mentioning there, Dax. Once they push onto a site with Kagura, that's where it gets a little bit more boom.
Pandemonium just delivering when he needs to the most. And moving into this round, Asarai, final round of the first half. All 5 ultimates available. And then you add in the AWP plus the Odin. Interesting enough, it's Ventura the one holding on to it. He has the Rolling Thunder to help him out in a pinch if ever. And on the other side, Boom, putting the forces towards B. That's an issue. Has to be all that utility in front of them. The Killjoy, the Astra together. It's very oppressive. Smokes out. He's gonna get. Aim was actually in. He gets tagged though, that's the thing. And Spyco has to retreat. Lockdown's gonna be into play in response. Nightfall's gonna be there too. And the ultimate dump is a goal. Ammo also completely unloaded by Beloved. Advantage now for Pandemonium as Kagura gets one back.
Jumawa effect. Ini nggak boleh Jumawa guys. Ampun, salah. Maaf.
A chance to rotate. That's what Shiro is looking for. But it's still the Rays. Watching out, Kagura's just there, and Spyco, even with the clear, things are working so well for Pandemonium. Add one more to the bunch. Here comes Kagura, and down goes Boom at the end of the half. It's 5-7.
Wow, what could they really do at that point, especially when Famous had to go through all of that utility, all of the threats that, again, was still available for Pandemonium there. They can only hope to do so. And as they try to cover through or try to follow up on the Jet, Beloved was already just
yang baru jangan lupa apa di like guys.
Is again Beloved Odin. So not much again that Boom can really recover at that point, and they just had to run for A. But you mentioned it, Kagura holding mid, getting those 2 kills very easily for him, equalizes this 5-7. Very, very doable for Pandemonium.
Yeah, Kagura is waking on up even more so now. And it's impressive to see Pandemonium when they feel comfortable. It just seems like that they can compete with some of the best we have.
Tapi kayak masa kalau lawan
and Boom Esports, they have the lead. But
kemarin juga ke comeback. Nggak lah, sekarang nggak mungkin ke comeback. Kalau kata gue sekarang, nih 2-0. Famousin tumben gak raise. Emang di map ini biasanya raise ya? Famous ya? Emang Famous biasanya di map ini pakai raise ya?
Oh, Berserk gets flushed out. Could actually have his turret broken, which it will be. And they're checking on B main here by themselves too. Spyco gets the pick, and look at that, even though he's low, he still gets it in the end. Absolutely necessary for him. And that might be the call to go straight for that B site. No more caging utility, no more shock, or no more kerfuffle here. And Shiro's by himself and he gets caught.
And this is even Famous found
ini Jumawa efek kah? Ini Jumawa efek kah? 4 kata apa guys? 1v4. Gimana? Kemarin Famous yang main Dina. Sekarang Berserk yang main Kwaci. Ini sebenarnya gue lagi main di kanan gue ada PC. Berserk di joki Kwaci katanya hari ini.
A 1v4. We've seen him get a 4K before, but instead it's a 3K of Kagura that we need to highlight. It's 6-7. Pandemonium 1 away from tying things up.
Ya ampun, sumpah Kagura kok jago. Kok Kagura jago? Kok jago?
They have to push up a little bit further, and all started from Artsy's lineup with the Nanosword to break through on that locked position. Somehow Boom felt a little bit uncomfortable, maybe even just, again, wanting to check that position, and they get caught by it. Now, you're absolutely right. One more round, they're going to be able to pick it up. Shio's going to be holding on mid with the Sheriff. A couple of Sheriff buys actually here for Boom. That's not going to stop the push from Pandemonium. Spotting it out. Not going to be fearful and just keep on pushing.
Into mid they go. And the Boom bot looking to clear out the closer angles. They spot up Berserk Stone scrambling onto the site. Ventura trying to hold the back by going for the shots versus Shiro. But then he realizes not just not one, but many coming his way. Instead though, on the lurk, Spike finding NC Slasher.
Oh, nice classic. Tapi langsung mati sih.
Boom Esports doing damage with the pistols. It's a crippled approach from Moria now. He's so low on HP.
Winnable agak Kwaci. Sebenarnya winnable sih. Winnable sih, tapi ada tapinya. Tapi nggak boleh Jumawa karena tadi Jumawa langsung kalah 2 round.
That's a stellar shot. A chance here for Boom Esports.
Ini masih bisa menang sih.
Can get another one.
Dua low, 1.
The clash with the Ares, still trying to go for the contest. Spike with the third eventually. Playing the time wisely. But Famous is getting closer and closer. He's onto the default right now. Pressure's on and Beloved with a fade away. Abusing the walls.
Ini gara-gara siapa? Susah bro pakai stall. Gak apa-apa. Go next, gak apa-apa. Kenapa harus...
I mean, when you have an Odin or an Ares, the walls are...
Kalau Boom kalah, lu cosplay jadi first move. Elah. Jadi streamer NPC gua. Sih itu. Semoga menang dah. Biar nggak jadi streamer NPC. Streamer NPC gua ngapain kayak. Nyam-nyam kenyang. Nyam-nyam kenyang gitu.
Not the
Jadi streamer NPC kayak gitu.
But the noun.
The legend himself.
Nih udah, ini harusnya menang. Percaya sama gua, ini menang guys.
In Ascension Pacific, where you might,
Teori ngatain Boom. Boom nih kenapa sih? Kurang. Gimana sih nih Boom? Ya kurang.
If only.
Gimana sih harusnya gue yang main? Aduh. Langsung nge-kill dong. Gimana sih? Oh gimana sih? Gimana sih nih? Ya segitu doang. Segitu doang, kurang. Menang anjir teori ngatain anjir.
But it's Boom who still keeps the lead.
Ngatain Boom menang. Berarti harus apa? Ngatain. Malah kemarin ada haters masuk YouTube Boom, sekarang mana? Ayo kita ngatain bareng biar menang. Ngatain Boom gaji min 5 bulan. Enggak anjir. Langsung di-kick.
Boom being of that same
cut salary zaman tuh emang harus dikatain, emang anjir pujian adalah racun, hinaan adalah vitamin. Teori menghina kan. Emang boleh gitu? Boleh. Kata siapa gak boleh?
When you have players like Berserks who can put themselves in places that they still have value while keeping it covered.
Ngatain depan orangnya auto juara, auto.
Realize Boom has given them mid.
Gimana sih nih? Gue jadi ngeri takut dimarahin. Oke, di kick siap. Kayaknya itu dari hati deh ngata-ngatain. Enggak, itu kan cuma gimmick. Masa dari hati? Itu cuma gimmick. Masa gue ngatain Boom sih? Kan kayak nggak mungkin gitu.
Itu thrown out by Moria from short, but
kali ini Bea ngatain tim sendiri. Lagian. Nggak boleh puji. Nggak boleh puji. Diam. Kalau jago diam, kalau jelek hina. Adanya Batur kan main di Zarekan. Kan? Ini dipuji dikit tuh gitu tuh. Nih please lah, 1v1.
50 HP. Does he know where his opponent is going to be coming from? Absolutely not. 15 seconds. He's trying to bait him out, but look at where Berserk is lurking, where he's coming from. Not going to know about this timing is going to be.
Wow! Easy bro.
Not looking at the
Gampang banget.
Just feels like while Beloved was thinking of all the possibilities for the contest to come early on, Berserk's already a step ahead
jaringan
and
gua
an
ngelag banget.
angle
Kurang
behind
lu.
on the
Mana sih?
long rotation to make his way towards A main. It was a good round for Boom at the start. Pandemonium though, some stellar impact frags just to give them that chance. It feels like this is where it can crumble for Pandemonium. They have a lesser buy to work with. The Ares in the hands of Beloved, 3 ultimates too, and especially a showstopper. But Boom, they just have.
Nggak bisa sih nih James,
nggak
bisa anjir.
Maybe that one bulldog.
Lu ya menghina James.
9-7. That 2-round gap
James
still
dengan
made
14 skill anjoy.
I really feel that.
Give girlfriend buff kah?
Next year for
Nggak ada
Pandemonium.
buff.
Oh, the
Aduh,
double dash!
aduh.
Oh,
Aduh.
Hero running! Shock
Run,
for a little bit of
run.
that cover. And he does get tagged by the Haunt, but they couldn't really follow up because of the
Gue yang deg-degan
the
anjir,
assistance, but
kayak
just
yang
him being
bener-bener
able
aja
to
lah.
react so quickly through that, even through the
Kenapa
stun,
sih?
he was able to somehow manage to back
Kayak
his
yang
way
bener-bener
all the
aja
way
lah.
up onto trade. Moria and Famous gonna be holding this angle as Shiro backs up a little bit further. Doesn't really want
Kwaci bukannya biji bunga matahari ya? Enggak salah sih.
It might be a little bit too heated for him to receive. But Moria, as he smokes up through this, actually puts up the one-way smoke. That's where Moria, or rather Shiro, can start regaining map control.
No way for Ventura to make that play work. Paranoia is gonna be there too. And Beloved now into the corner. We got Shiro, we got NC Slasher, we got Boom Esports taking center
Bisa lah,
stage.
4 versus 3.
Taking names along
Let's
the
go
way,
dong,
along
let's go
the
dong, let's go
cycle.
Shiro.
It's
Wow,
waiting for you.
Odin God bro.
Boom,
This is Odin
give
God.
Beloved
Emang
versus
Shiro nyenjat banget
Pandemonium.
weh 3 hari. Iya
Their own
anjir.
medicine. If you can Odin,
Kwaci
so
bukannya
can I.
biji bunga
Let's
matahari.
stand
Iya, katain lagi deh.
Here
Jangan,
comes
udah
the
nggak usah
boom.
dikatain sekali aja tuh cukup.
Exactly, tag
Buat
right
Boom.
now, so
Jadi
right.
dikatain sekali aja tuh nggak apa-apa,
Or-
cukup.
I don't know if anybody knows.
Sudah
this.
cukup,
Yeah,
bro.
Boom Biaya, yeah.
Sudah cukup.
This is the part where I say, what
Deg-degan.
language is that?
Odin adalah kunci, bro.
If you're Filipino, you'll
Odin
know.
adalah kunci, bro. Catat.
but we
BTW
don't
yang
alienate
baru join
our-
jangan lupa di like ya, guys.
So viewers, that's why we're here for the English broadcast.
Sorry,
We
telat
come
ya,
back to the
saya
push,
saya
and it seems like they want to go about it.
Kwaci mau minta
Moria.
maaf karena saya telat.
Oh, he's so blinded. But somehow, what? Where is he? I didn't even see where he went. But somehow spotted 1 versus 1 though. 1 to 1.
Wow,
Trade's happening, but
Odin
Shiro,
adalah kunci.
Shiro in heaven.
Real
Missed those
cuy,
shots.
1000%.
Famous gonna
Odin
be
adalah
here.
kunci, bro.
A little bit too strong for him to handle, especially with Kagura having that judge. And as dust settles, kind of equalize right now into the 2 to 2. Excuse me.
Oh,
What can you do if the Hunter's Fury got you? Spike's gone, Kagura's found.
Gelo.
Boom Esports.
Odin
convenient
adalah
for them.
kunci.
The
Let's
tags came at the right time. 7
let's
to
go
11
Boom,
now.
let's go Boom.
That's very
Odin
convenient
adalah
Uh-huh.
for
kunci.
Boom Esports here.
It's not just a stop. It's not just a
Yeah.
mini stop. It's a
Gelo.
full-on hold.
Siapa
by
tuh
Boom
top
Esports
breaknya?
now.
Siapa tuh?
This is the 4 rounds they've gotten in a row. It just feels like this is where you can really see the experience.
Siapa
of
tuh
Boom
yang nggak
Esports
bilang
in
turnamennya
position.
udah mulai
They're
jadi gue
so
telat?
calm
Siapa tuh?
in those retake scenarios. They're so calm at just putting a stop to Pandemonium's initial angles.
Odin God,
Under who
emang.
has to go for the half by
Odin
now.
God,
Here, just
Odin
to
God.
try and contest.
Not really panicking at all. It's a great thing here for
What the fuck, bro?
pretty much by himself here. He could actually get caught up if he's not
Aduh,
careful.
famous,
He does have a
jir,
dash, but he
jir,
hasn't primed
jir.
it just yet.
Oh,
Now he
anjir,
was trying to
kecok.
do something.
Ah!
Does he know that they're just close up right in front of him? Could get a second, but gets
Dia
overwhelmed.
nggak akan
Perfect
tahu
time
sih
here
ada di sebelah
for
gitu
Panda
kayak
to start moving
kaget
in.
cok.
Smoke for Kagura. He's freaking out, man. He's
Nice,
trying
nice,
to
Moria.
get back into cover. Moria finds the spike.
Match
Smokes
keberapa? Match
himself
1
off.
guys.
The upper in the hands of Kagura, but can't
Apa
really
match
use
2?
that
Gue telat ya
to
kelamaan,
charge
nggak
in.
mungkin lah. Emang
No
boleh
take
setau
the
break
kills
itu?
as well.
Emang boleh.
This becomes a problem here for Pandemonium. And their exit strategy.
Niko tadi
looks like
tadi
it's Nightfall,
mulainya
otherwise for the moment.
nggak sebenarnya aku udah nonton. Cuma kayak nggak usah di streamnya udah pasti menang gitu. Jadi kayak
Spike.
nggak apa-apa lah, telat juga nggak ngaruh, udah pasti menang. Kalian nggak nonton awalnya juga nggak apa-apa, udah pasti menang.
Moria, the rest of Boom, they're prepared for this. Does Moria actually
Jangan gitulah,
or the
Ordal.
contact to be confirmed by
Orang
his
dalam,
teammate on the
anjir.
KO on site? He can actually make a
orang
play
dalam
himself
harusnya
in the one-way
dibaik-baikin
now.
biar gua
They don't know. They're
biar gua
not
ngamin satu
prepared
gaji.
for this. Boom Esports.
Omen alay nih
Bringing it out
Budi.
at a later
Oh!
time, and here comes the flash. Here comes the collection. And Moria feed him more as he gets 4.
Match point.
Apa gua ganti pacar jadi Morea aja ya? Jago banget, Cok. Nggak, bercanda. Kalau aku yang main ketik ayam marah. Ku ketik ayam marah nggak ya? Maksudnya kamu ketik ayam yang begini-begini Jumawa nggak Juma. 12-7 guys, 13-7 nih. Lihat. 13-7.
Glorious mind body connection there between
cowoknya kan cowoknya nggak ada cowok Swan.
Stall here for Panda. They haven't gotten anything after the initial bout on the second half. We're already coming into match point here, or rather excuse me, match point. This catch is gonna be huge.
Jangan diklip ya. Jangan kirim ke James ya, diem ya. Nggak boleh kirim ke James ya. Gue tandai loh. Jangan.
Trying to keep them at bay. Berserk's burning Kagura after the
nggak gitu
How does he find Beloved? He was deafened.
Nggak deh, ternyata Berserk lebih jago. Jadi tetap Berserk aja. Pacaran karena sayang. Pacaran karena jago. Nggak bohong, bercanda. Nggak, lihat gila Berserk nih bos, senggol dong. Langsung teori, puji Berserk. Emang enak ya kalau pakai initiator? Enak banget. Apa udah beres? Kok bentar banget? Lawan dari mana ini? Itu Pandamonium orang mana guys? Kok nggak tahu dah. GG Boom. Pandamonium orang mana? Kalian bisa framing kan klip aman parah banget. Kata mama nggak boleh bohong, Ci. Bohong apa?
At the same time, they just couldn't find the right way.
Oh, cuma karena jago? Enggak, anjir. Sumpah. Ini kalian jangan pada ngeklip bercanda, sumpah. James, sumpah bercanda, James. Jangan dengerin viewers. Kamu lebih percaya viewers atau percaya aku? Mampus. Cewon sekarang di Boom. Iya, Cewon cabang Boom Esports. Panik jangan gitu. Sorry Kwaci udah kekirim EG-nya Berserk. Jangan gitu guys. Yaudah guys, gini deh, kita ambil jalan tengah aja. Kita omongin lah baik-baik lah secara kekeluargaan aja ini mah. Jadi kalian maunya gimana guys? Kita ya cari jalan tengahnya aja lah. Gimana? Jangan sumpah ngeselin.
Yeah, and again, that's just a testament to how well Boom
Klip potong-potong manja, take James bukti out. Jangan dipotong. Nggak apa-apa kan masih ada replaynya di YouTube. Jangan bilang di YouTube apa nih? Apaan? Kok kamu join? Kok kamu kan bukannya main? Kok kamu join sih? Kok orang yang lagi turnamen boleh buka YouTube? Kata siapa boleh buka YouTube?
That they have done here on the flip side for Pandamonium. Kagura
semangat ya, sayang.
He was trying to set up with Beloved for as much as he could along
with kalau
and it just couldn't.
Siapa bilang gitu, San? Siapa bilang gitu?
The refrags, the repositions just so well.
Bener bang, enggak.
Pandemonium really couldn't read.
Nggak ada bilang kayak gitu. Kapan aku bilang gitu? Nggak ada bilang kayak gitu kok. Aku intel, nggak bilang gitu ya. Harus ini guys, bujuk versi sayang. Enggak, yang itu bohong. Katanya mau ganti pacar jadi Budi karena enggak. Ganti siapa? Astaga. Enggak, bohong. Gila bohong, sayang nggak gitu. Ih sumpah, ini viewersnya ngerusak hubungan orang nih. Nggak gitu. Kan cuma kamu doang yang ada di hati aku. Kayak nggak ada yang lain, cuma kamu doang kok.
Gaming is a lifestyle.
Ada apa? Nggak ada ngomong itu.
Shop.eslgaming.com.
Katanya mau ganti pacar, sumpah 70 orang jadi saksi. Enggak. 11.4 dia ngomong mau ganti pacar Budi. Enggak, aku nggak bilang ganti pacar Budi. Enggak kok, aku nggak bilang mau ganti pacar. Parah, pacaran cuma karena jago. Enggak. Cek klipnya nanti Ki bakal enggak, parah nih di klip. Nggak ada. Streamnya aku hapus. Mulai jam ini 5 menit lagi. Coming back. Berapa menit? 3 menit lagi deng. 4 menit deng. Berarti kalau kalah nggak dapet jatah. What the fuck? Jatah makanan dimasakin maksudnya. Parah banget bang. Enggak, aku nggak bilang kayak gitu. Kamu nggak percaya aku? Udah ngeklip sih. Enggak kok, nggak ada, aku nggak ada bilang kayak gitu. Kwaci pucuk di RP. Astaga, gue main RP-nya di real life. Astaga, kalian nggak boleh kayak gitu, bikin hoax semua anjoy. Astaga. It all paid off, it's really astounding. I had to keep the faith to elevate. Hope for better days, they were coming. Now we can celebrate, knowing every day is abundant. Parah Kwaci. Enggak, dasar cewek. Nggak gitu. Udah kamu bukannya main kok. Buka HP, buka YouTube. Kamu main, fokus aja, fokus. Semangat ya. Kwaci tukang bohong? Enggak, kata gue sih lu harus mantau sih. Parah, intel gue, parah. Gak ada ya kayak gitu-gitu. Kemarin soalnya 1 gaji, sekarang lu selingkuh. Anjing selingkuh. Enggak. Astagfirullahaladzim. Bisa-bisanya dikatain selingkuh. Bukan kok, sayangku, cintaku. Enggak ada selingkuh. Aku cuma sama kamu doang. Diusir satu bang. Nggak gitu, maksudnya biar kayak tetap fokus, parah amai. Enggak ya, nggak ada ya diusir. Nggak gitu. Kamu kan lagi turnamen kok join YouTube. Parah, masa salam mulu hidup gue. Fix ada main ini di belakangnya. Biasanya MVP map 2 mau dipacarin sama Kwaci. Yang MVP map 2 jadi pacar Kwaci. Jadi pacar Kwaci ya MVP map 2. Min 1 gaji atau Bang Budi Moria. Min 1 gaji. Tetep soalnya aku sayang sama Borsok. Prediksi match kedua. Prediksi match kedua 13-5. Polling prediksi dulu deh. Mana guys polling prediksi Ibu Min? Meng. Udah mah tadi telat WP, sekarang lebih milih Budi terus ngusir James. Iya parah amat. Nggak ada. Mana ada ya? Aku telat gara-gara kamu nggak bilang ya. Teori nyalahin. Kamu nggak bilang udah mau mulai. Mana ada kamu bilang? Kamu nggak ada bilang. Aku jadi telat jadinya. Berteriak. Berser turnamen sambil altem. GG cok. Turnamen altem. MVP map 2 siapa? Sagittarius Red Flag. Enggak gitu. Tadi ambil lip tint. Sabar ya guys, pakai lip tint dulu. Biar cakep untuk memikat MVP map 2. Untuk memikat MVP map 2 kita harus pakai lip tint. Nah mulai blabbing. Nggak ada. Bersus mau cari cewek baru aja katanya. Astaga. Ayo min 1 jati gaji Kwaci paramai. Udah gaji gue segitu doang. Gaji gue udah pas-pasan. Ini lagi
I gotta
min
say, when
1.
production gives us the countdown as the break ends, they got some fire tunes, playing in the background. So
ini
shout
nih
out to the production
gincu
here
guys,
for getting
biar
some fire tunes
memikat
and keeping
MVP
us,
map 2.
awake,
Pacaran
alive,
sama Takel
enthusiastic
aja.
as we continue this
Kamu
series
mau
between
pacaran
Boom
sama
Esports
Takel?
and Pandemonium. We just saw Boom have a stellar start on Ascent.
Bersers mau pacaran sama Takel guys. Klip. Itu tuh screenshot.
Past couple of late
Leo on
rounds
top
against
ya,
Pandemonium, never really let go of their
bocah
Never gonna let
ini.
it go. And I feel like you were gonna say like something like Broom.
Bocah
'cause they were
Zonia.
able to brew
Ki, gue
up
banyak kenalan
first
lebih setia.
another way to win on Ascent.
Bener
But on
deh,
the
parah
other
di
side,
saatnya
we're
mau
gonna
ada
be
Killjoy
moving
Sad
on
Boy.
now
Oh gitu,
to
jadi
praise
katanya
for
MVP match 2
Pandemonium's
yang
map
bakal
pick.
yang
And
jadi
this is
yang
the last
baru.
chance here, Astro.
Bye.
If they lose
Ngambek
this,
kan?
they're out
Dia
of
udah
the
mulai deh
running.
itu.
If they
Bayinya
win, they
pasti.
move
Yaudah
into
semangat
split
ya.
scores of the Decider.
Semangat.
And we see for Pandemonium,
Sayangku,
they were able
cintaku,
to do it before,
negeriku.
they can do so again.
Walaupun
And especially the
Budi
fact
lebih
that
jago,
we've seen them run
aku tuh milih
a
kamu
gecko
kok.
on this.
I would
Dah.
love to see Pandemonium
Fokus
able to
Ki,
bring us
semangat.
into a split
Waduh,
map
kagak
here.
bersyukur Kwaci.
And it
Apa
is
lagi?
possible for them, but again, the
Jangan
pieces that we were kind
Takel
of hoping for
punya BA
get
Boom
that
Jesslyn.
value,
Takel
not
punya
as
cewek
good as
anjir.
we were kind of hoping. Spike was still getting those frags and such, but I think having him maybe on the Omen could have given them a little bit more options to try to funnel
Kalau
around the
kata
map because
gua,
he was very clear cut.
Killjoy Sad Boy bakal jago nih. Yoi, kalau match 2 Rizzy jelek mainnya selain Kwaci. Selain Kwaci, mentang-mentang.
There's nothing really that
Sabar, guys.
they could do differently in terms of the contact. Maybe they split themselves apart a little bit here, but Boom were so what's the word here? Boom were so prepared for a lot of those things that it felt like Pandemonium were just kind of squeezed into that one playstyle, and they couldn't really get away from that. And it shows with that 13-7 finish on the Ascent map.
Yeah, it just felt like there's so many more answers from Boom, so much more versatility compared to Pandemonium, that you enjoy what you see in terms of the composition. They feel very comfy at it.
Teren,
But like you said, it feels like it's
jaran
one way
rambut
or
Budi
no
gua.
way, and it was
Itu
more so
pasangan
no
gay
way
gua. What
thanks
the
to
fuck?
Boom. I think also that's a big
Panik
factor.
momento
Still
deh.
facing up against
Lu
Boom
gak boleh
Esports,
gitu
the
lu.
best that
Gue nanti
effectively,
diputusin
right,
beneran.
in the
Jadi
offer
Kwaci
right
set
now
girl
from
sedunia.
challengers team
Gimana?
from Ascension.
Kalian mau tanggung
I don't
jawab?
think Pandemonium
Hah?
has really had to deal with this kind of competition before this tournament.
Admin
alone.
mana
They
Bumin?
lost against Naos in
Turu.
a 0-2
Bumin
fashion.
sudah pulang
They're
kerja,
trying not to do the
sudah
same here
melebihi
against
jam
Esports, and
kerja.
it's a big learning experience
Buminnya
for-
parah, Cok.
for such a
Ini
relatively
pakai
new
apa
team,
nih?
but
Di
they
Breeze.
need to find their footing right
Di
here,
Breeze
right
pakai
now.
apa
And is this
nih?
for real, Asrai? Look at what Artsy's
Di
hovering
Breeze
over.
pakai apa nih?
Ooh.
Oh, Chiro? Ooh.
Also doing the same thing. Ooh.
Kenapa ada?
I mean, I wouldn't mind sitting Yoru on Breeze. I feel like
Lah
again,
Anda
Yoru
yang
is one of
bilang
those
apa lagi
really good
sih?
agents that you can utilize on
Ah,
Breeze as well.
ini suara gamenya kekencangan gak sih sebenarnya? Kayak si casternya tuh lebih berisik dari gua gak sih?
Okay, Harbor is
Jawab.
still fun. I would say that. And
Siapa yang dukung jadi sad Kwaci? Parah, ntar Kwaci jadi sad girl. Kwaci, Kwaci jadi sad girl. Gimana nih?
Trying our best, did still win that map against Naos. We did see how effective when it was the Viper and the Harbor together, setting up
Pakai
the
Keyo.
making those kind of options. On the opposite end, Pandemonium, the plan might be a little bit different. The Omen's already locked in. The Harbor gives you more, I'd say,
Siapa pakai Yoru?
kind of utility, right? You're able to be more active rather. There, where you're the ones defining how this wall can come out from.
Set Berserk Israel, Kwaci yang berisik. Emang aku yang berisik? Ya udah, aku kecilin mic aku. Maaf ya.
So no more Gecko shenanigans this time
Telat nih.
around.
Enggak,
Very
gue
excited to
telat.
see if they
Kamu
can
kali
handle Boom
ngelag.
Esports though, because that's the
Udah
KO
telat.
still
Kamu
on the
ngelag
other
ya?
side. Suppress value has been
Kamu
key for
ngelag
them.
tadi, aku udah
truly.
mulai nggak ada
At least one of the biggest things that I do like here is that we have, or for Pandemonium, is we have Spyco back on the Omen. Again, as I
Kwaci mata
mentioned on
realistik
Ascent,
kenapa?
I think that was
Matanya
really
kalau
sorely missed. He just knows
kebanyakan
how to
main,
utilize that Omen by
komputer
himself,
di
and
depan
he
layar
kind of
gitu, kayak
controller slash
gitu.
duelist
Cuma itu
hybrid
nggak
style
sakit
that Omen
katanya.
brings. I think
Cuma
this
itu kalau
fits
kebanyakan
what
depan
Spyco
komputer aja. Kalau
tries to do
selama
with his
kayak,
team. When he's on a more passive
screen
controller,
time-nya
it
dikurangin,
feels a lot more difficult because he can't really play those more aggressive angles.
Nanti
he really
headshot
can't
pisau
kind of
set boy
mix
Berserk.
up and ankle
Dih,
break his
ngambek gitu.
opponents because he doesn't have that shrouded step anymore.
Kwaci emang
But
iya.
here on Breeze, it's a lot more
Jesslyn
doable.
Ayangi
And I
sih
do
ya.
like that they have called
Jesslyn
Artsy to be
Ayangi
on
sih
that
ya.
on that harbor.
Aku
Both
nggak
teams
tahu,
being on the harbor
guys.
because, as you mentioned, it just
Emang iya?
feels much easier when you
Ini
have the high
ini
tide
pasti
to
kepotong
cut
nggak
off certain
dari
rotations,
awal
certain
karena
positions in such a
restream
big
kan
map
sih?
or open big map like Breeze.
Enggak.
I agree with you, Asarai. Spyco is one of the key players here for Pandemonium. And
Tuh Azab sering
he should be
sipitin
given
cewek deh.
a chance
Ah,
to
parah
fight. We're gonna
banget.
be swapping out that overlay very soon, guys. So
Cewek
it's not
jadinya
Naos
gitu.
as well as trying our best. It's
Itu
Pandemonium
mata.
on the attack. We have Boom Esports on the defense.
Kok
Here we
awalnya
go
kepotong
yet
ya? Aku
again
mulai dari
as Breeze,
enggak,
as
aku
our
mulai dari
breaking point.
awal.
Trying
Kok kepotong ya
maybe to read
guys?
it out loud.
Ngebug
Can
YouTube-nya
Pandemonium
ngebug.
get
Aku
the
dari
job
awal
done and
udah
force the
stream.
decider? They're looking
Itu
to
YouTube-nya
play
ngebug berarti.
towards B. The Poison Cloud though gonna be in
Kalian-
the way. Trailblazers there. Got Kagura trying to get in
Kan
there.
jaketnya Shiro belum
So the snake
dibalikin.
bite keeps them at
Oh,
bay.
teori
For now,
jaket guys.
Pandemonium have to
Apakah?
win.
Enggak, jujur li gue kayak
They're about to explode though. Smoke's already there. Kagura's setting up.
sih emang bener.
Beautiful use on the
seperti
paranoia. And
Ya,
Slasher backs away.
waduh.
Still flash. They're gonna try to
Ini
overwhelm
lagi
him.
gua mulu.
Berserk's here
Kayak
also into
saksi
the
hidup
corner.
semua manusia di
Already
dunia
dealt with
ini,
Maria,
anjir.
but look at the damage these two still are able to push through.
Tahu
Shiro
guys.
also taken
No
down.
comment.
It's one to
No
remain.
comment.
Spyco,
Itu sih dari
game of cat and mouse,
lu.
hide and seek. But Famous
Easy,
as
bro.
he comes in for the pinch.
4
one in
kata
the front, one in the back.
keren.
Spyco's not going to be able to know
Pistol
about that.
It was
round.
a game of cat and
Boom
mouse, but you
Esports.
forgot to mention there were 2 cats and only 1 mouse.
Meow.
Meow indeed. And Ansi Slasher is the cat's meow there. He got 3 in that
Spear
round. It was
roster
such
Dota. 1.
strong position
Rahasia.
for him to find picks all around the site. And you can really see here for Boom Esports, he's been one of the strongest pickups they've had in recent history. He's immediately found impact on this roster. Honestly, I'd say the same case for Moria, as he's proving himself in the Clash of Nations. But overall, Boom still looking as sharp as ever to their standard.
4 kata keren.
Famous though, playing onto Ness, to the contactors towards Kagura, who strafes away back into the elbow, into the tunnel. And NC Slasher
Got him.
gets the intel yet again, so Boom, they know that their default setup is going to be effective for this round.
They're not getting a lot of contact now as the rest
Kata lucu
of
Kwaci
Pandemonium
putus sama
try to
versus
back away. They
OU4.
did leave
Enggak,
Spyco
anjir.
once again to play
Menang
for
ini,
that
guys.
rest. We
Ini
haven't
menang,
really
guys.
seen him
Tuh,
do
lihat.
that in the previous map.
Versus
They're trying
mode
to
sad
mix
boy.
things up a whole lot
Let's
more
go.
here. Berserks. Oh, this is the problem when you don't have a KO on the opposing team, or you're not really afraid of
Waduh.
yourself getting suppressed,
Di-dodge,
so
di-dodge.
you can just hold that molly of yours and basically cut off the
Di
push
depan
altogether.
situ, anjir.
You're gonna have to respect that. Can't really push through. But Beloved, okay, he's doing damage to the smoke here. Berserks has to respect to a certain degree.
Zerx, he's just tapping. And the Cove's there too. So Boom Esports, they built a wall of
30
water
seconds left.
effectively, and
Sabar,
Pandemonium
don't pick.
will have to try and
Iya,
swim
dia
against the
ngelewat.
tide.
Iya, dia
AHL
ngelewat.
though, thrown over onto default. Here comes the pop
mama.
flash for Zerx, wants to go for the switch from it, but Famous is dead
Nice
right
up.
behind him. You could see the barrel peeking on that. Famous getting 2 already. Ventura nets one of his own, but Famous with a
nice.
3. And the dream is dashed for Pandemonium already. Spyco's the only one
Nice.
standing, and C-Slasher confirms it. Boom Esports gets the second on the anti-eco.
Yeah, Famous again just
Kwaci
cleaning up
kalau
house
makan jadi
with that,
kuah Aceh.
Marshall up
Kalau
there is picking up
jadi
that
baju
4K already.
Kwaci jadi
And again, the
kuacing
problem
baju
ensues
kuacing
here for
kancing gitu.
Pandemonium. They can't really play that slow.
Gue bisa menang.
because
Skripsi udah beberapa.
of the
Gue baru
oncoming
bikin
KO blade
proposal
that can just stop
skripsi
them dead in their tracks. They
sebenarnya.
can maybe set up
Tuh gue
yeah, okay,
ngepak tulisan
the wall,
skripsi
a
biar kayak
smoke,
keren aja.
but
Padahal
Kagura's not
masih
going to be able to
proposal.
double satchel in. His teammate
Flash bisa
Beloved
kudodge,
not gonna be able to
tapi
flash
cintamu
into the side if he's
nggak
also
bisa
tagged by that
kudodge.
blade. So there has to
Cuaks.
be a fine line that they walk, that they try to be aggressive, but also not get stopped by, again, halted by Boom here, especially, again, that KO.
And the flash comes on now. It's Shiro
Kayak
also
hobi
with
amai
the
gitu mereka
cascade.
tuh
So
pada ke
Boom Esports
ini ya.
on their bonus. A more aggressive approach here towards this A site. They're keeping the contest going. Just making
Bukannya
sure
jam
Kagura and
8 setengah
Spyco can
7
actually get in
mulainya
there.
ternyata aku
And this
jadi
does force
aku juga telat
Pandemonium
karena
wait for
aku
a bit
telat
of
juga
time, set up a
dikabarin.
smoke towards mid
Aku nggak
instead.
ngecek soalnya.
Try to see where
Jadi ya
else they
udahlah.
can go. The flash though
Enggak
didn't even
telat.
get the ping in time.
Yeah.
I do believe though that Pandemonium saw that Sky Flash coming their way. Berserks. Okay, he has the echo.
Look at how far they've been just playing for such a long time here. Are they just gonna bend time and, or rather, yeah, they're gonna get tagged.
Yeah. Bend time.
I mean, this is perfect. This is perfect though. They have again, the blade's not gonna be on for like 30 seconds.
Rizky,
So now they can try to do this.
They might have to deal with the high tide very soon. As here comes the high side 1, high side 2. Berserks! It's just brilliance from him, but now the number is looking to go for the flood. Berserk's still holding, Berserk's still killing. Berserk's can't get another one. It's 3v3. Spyco though giving the advantage back here to Pandemonium. From afar, NC Slasher packing quite a punch.
Ayo tuh masih di kiri.
Dangerous though for Pandemonium to get the spike down in time, but Ventura and Spyco, they're stuck here. We're on to the default. The push from Ventura. He's splashed, he's hit, and NC Slasher is just wise to those antics. Everything left to Spyco now. 17 HP, and NC Slasher, he does it yet again.
Sisa 10
Call the
HP.
police. A murderer
Boom,
is
B-nya
upon us.
bridge cuy,
And
real
it's
kah?
3-0 now as
berarti
Boom
putus.
Esports
Kalau kena
have
putus.
gotten this.
Kena apa?
Man, the hunters become the hunted in that situation.
Mana
Could
ada?
have been a possibility there for Pandemonium, but again, just
Easy
such a
FBZ.
clear-cut response
FBZ
for
main
Boom.
ntar game
You smoke
game
right in front
4.
of me. You try to hide inside that. I still have my flash to check
FBZ.
you out. The separation there between
Well,
Spyco
lag.
and teammate and Ventura
Itu
was,
katanya nge-lag anjir.
I guess, a little bit questionable. They wanted
Di
to separate their
komennya.
position so that they can maybe isolate some fights here, but it didn't work out. Again, Boom Esports just
Nge-lag.
so well versed
Mereka
in those
nge-lag,
type of
cuy.
situations. It becomes a big problem right now for Pandemonium. Seems we are going to be looking at a quick little
Takel jangan tuh
technical
sama
pause.
Takel.
We should be seeing the
Udah, ntar
the timer
Rizky-nya datang lagi ke stream.
all
Diam
things
lah
being
kalian,
considered,
nggak boleh gitu.
Boom's just again so
Kalau
on
gue
fire
menang
in
nih,
the series.
lu ya yang biayain nikahnya, gue sih nggak apa-apa. Lu yang biayain nikahnya sama rumahnya.
I was
Analyzing the technical pause to the tactical
Lah baru
pause.
sadar udah game 2. Iya guys, udah game 2 karena tadi kecepatan mulainya. Ini bukan salah gue ya, gamenya kecepatan. Padahal sih jam 8 ya.
Okay. Okay. Anyway.
Ini mah ngobrol bukan watch party. Orang belum mulai, belum ngapa-ngapain. Kayak gue diem aja. Oke, udah. Jadi diam. Watch partinya.
On one side, you have the sharp shots of Berserks. On the other, you have
Pundungan.
NC Slasher with the most brilliant flashes and angles that they can work with.
Karena
And it's
ini
become a
lagi
problem for
ini
Pandemonium
anjir,
just
lagi
because
apa namanya?
they're coming into those postman scenarios.
Ini mulai.
They're not as prepared to try and find those longer contact points. It's something you mentioned a while ago. Boom, they're willing to play that distance.
Oh, if they can go that distance, it's going to be quite the difficult Herculean effort here for Pandemonium to go through this. The blade again
kena.
is so well timed.
3,
Berserk's
4.
his instinct or at
Dia
least his
sendiri
reaction
mulu,
time
cuy.
to this has been so far on
Pas
point.
banget.
Spyco attempting fate a little bit through the pop shots of this wall. Not going to find him. Berserk Shinkai will not do the same thing. Kagura. Oh, he's getting closer. That smoke's about, or rather, that wall's going to go down. Is he going to try to do something here? Double
Dari
satchel
terakhir
and
aku
the
belum
nade.
pernah ketemu.
He wants to get closer. Can he actually find something?
Di
right now?
ngambek streamer Pundung.
Seekers searching for a target. One of them
Pundung
basing
kan,
himself
aing teh.
in the middle, but Kagura
Menang ini mah.
mentioned it. He's here. He's down. He's
Cuy.
gone. Marked by Boom.
Real
And
cuy,
Boom is looking for
guarantee.
more. They found their
100%.
victims in front of them here by mid. The Sheriff of Belov's the
Udah.
only one who draws blood. As the rest of
Wah.
Boom will be
Gue
there
udah
to
gini emang
collect.
iya guys. Ih, di aku
4-0
udah bagus lah.
now. As Boom Esports are putting
iya
on
guys,
a
burik.
stellar hold.
Di aku udah bagus
8-0
anjir.
for NC Slasher.
Apanya ya?
That's
Di
right.
aku
7-0 for Famous.
udah
Neither have
1080
died yet
juga.
in this game.
Kenapa di
Is it
kalian
also safe to
enggak?
say that we haven't really
Siapa
seen that much
sih?
mid presence for Pandemonium? I think they tried it once, and then after just failing or being flushed back, they kind of go back. They just forfeit it, and this is kind of interesting to say at the least because this is a map where
Bagi-bagi
it
lebih
could have
indah.
been something, but maybe it's inexperience again being one of those newer
kena
teams or
anjing.
what, but it hasn't been working for them.
Berserk's
Anjoy!
here. Now again
Tuh orang
for the
ngedodge.
angle.
Kagura.
Plays the anti-flash.
Oh!
Kagura had the angle, but Berserk
Oh!
again and again and
Oh!
again.
Oh!
It's Berserk's with the barrage. And NC Slasher with Shiro 2. the final cast members to end the round. Boom Esports. It's just them again with another convincing
Jangan kan
win.
nikah, Swan. Tadi
That's
aja
right,
Kwaci
kinda
lebih
wanna
mirip
pause
Morea.
this right
Kapan?
now. I'm concerned
Banget
for
nih,
Pandemonium.
makasih
Once you
Jess.
see them
Kapan
repeat
anjoy?
in
No,
the
no,
run
no
here
pick Hawks.
in this tournament. They changed up the
Gela,
composition so
emang jago
drastically.
amai.
They used to play the Gecko,
Jago
now they're
amai.
playing this Harbor, right? We saw this also in Split.
Pakai
when
internet
they
apa kah biar
ran a
nge-lag?
stage
Pakai
suddenly.
CBN
I
Fiber
don't think it's the
guys.
wisest thing
Nikah
because they look
berjamaah.
so uncomfortable in this regard.
Suami gue 2.
It's a set idea that needs that
Kayak set boy nih
bit
bos.
of
Sengkolong.
confidence and I guess preparation. It's probably
Buset
more of
lamaran
like
ini mah kata
in
gue
their
teh
heads, it looks like
lamaran.
it should work.
Banyakin
and
lamaran
then
bro.
it doesn't. Top flash actually would catch off Shiro there.
Flashnya kena Shiro. Ah,
From the other team.
Gimana
this is
sih?
the perfect time for Pandemonium to make something happen. and
ini harus dihina lagi nih.
Ice water,
Flashnya
sit
kena
down,
So
Shiro.
it is just smashing the Rays down
Swan,
on the ground.
tadi
Boom
mah Rizky
Esports,
kecewa
they're
kalau
still here
Kwaci
playing
ke
the
gap
long game.
Kiki Mujibun.
It's just an adaptability
Kwaci
of an older style of player. Embrace the pop flashes from NC Slasher
Anjir,
though.
anjir.
It doesn't lead to anything but his own demise. And the reckoning instead.
Ini masih bisa
neutralizes
menang
Pandemonium.
tau.
A bit too gung-ho perhaps here
3
from
lawan 4
Boom.
doang.
Tackle,
Oh!
something
Oh!
swing up, and Famous lets it rip! And he's got it too, trying to get on top of the boxes. But it's Artsy instead, who'll topple him from where he stands. Pandemonium with the punish,
Ante,
they
bang.
get on the board.
That's a quick
Ante,
adjustment
hi.
from Pandemonium. Not letting go.
Astaga.
That mistake from Shiro as well as the flash from Berserks. And they immediately pressed
Astaga.
forward. They were looking for an opening.
Bro,
and
gimana
Boom
ini, bro?
gave them that. This is perfect right now
Hi,
for
Jen.
Pandemonium.
Hi.
They sorely needed a
Ayo,
round
Discord
already,
gak?
or else it would have just been
mau nikah
again a
jamaah,
spiral
emang
here
Swan udah ada
for
calon.
the team. What's also good about this stack is as that round finishes, settles, they have themselves big ultimates to work with.
Jesslyn nggak ada obeng. Akun
Post
1
hopper,
HP
and everything.
anjir.
Kagura,
Hoki banget
that's what the
cok.
team make you want to actually fall down. No more heals for the
Apaan
man.
dah? 1
He's 1
HP
HP in a
cok.
dream here. And he's still going to try to do something.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
he was given a second chance of life. Asarai might as well make it count. And Kagura's getting in there with the rest of the roster. Moria, though, just able to have the off battle. Moria is a
Moria!
in the stands, man. And it's Boom, just going for the isolation of a final target in front of them. Spyco, I believe, is from the shadows, was heard, but Moria doesn't exactly see him as of yet. He's marking the
Tunggu
first
kaya
initial
deh Piara
contact
Bruno
point.
kan mana di bukunya sih
Moria
gue
back
Swan.
in position and back
Ah!
on targets.
Emang
6 to
Budi
1
ini
now.
ya.
Ouch. Imagine
Godaan
if
Budi
Kagura
sangat berat,
actually
bro.
got full HP.
Godaan
Would have
Budi
been, I
sangat
think,
berat, bro.
A much easier push for them since he might have been able to react. Or he would have
Godaan
been
Budi sangat
a
berat
lot
ini
more
gimana ini?
convinced to use his showstopper. Speaking of the race player for Pandemonium here,
Sepertinya Budi sama
271,
Berserk battle top
Kagura's
frag.
struggling to find these contacts. Famous was just too damn good on those
ini
initial bits.
mana gue
Berserks as
mintok
well. Not
Jesslyn
as
nih.
Famous here, but that A
BA
site,
magang.
he's
Dia
been
nggak,
knocking
dia
it
itu
down
akun fans, itu
ever
bukan
since.
Jesslyn,
So
nggak ada
it's gonna be pressure on
obeng.
B-main. Lots
Itu
of
akun
footsteps
fans
heard
guys,
right now
jangan
by
percaya
Boom.
itu Jesslyn.
Pandemonium.
Bohong, itu bukan
It's
Jesslyn,
gonna be a
itu
team that
akun
wants to
fans.
push through there.
Budi
Although,
bermain
look at the
bola.
wall here. They're gonna start pushing
Ini-
it on tunnel right now.
Here we go again. Kagura
Nama
though looking
saya
for the clear,
Budi.
and NC Slasher
Ini
is
Bapak
in
Budi.
the flight path. Moria though still here, ready to hold, ready to
Menang.
fight.
Ih, 11!
This time it will be Ventura sticking the gun
What the
barrel
fuck,
to
bro?
his face.
Sisa 2.
Pandemonium get up close and personal. And with the CQC going in their favor, this is
Sisa
their side to
berdua.
take. They're in
Gimana
cover though
nih?
by the wall. They're a bit wary
Ah,
of the Boom setup, and this is why Shiro on the board. Spyco with a trade. It's a 1v3 now, and since the operator can't peek the pillar angle,
1v3
Famous has a lot of work to
1v3 pakai
do.
operator.
He's trying to get close as
Semangat
soon as he
kalau kata
can, and
gue
then the
teh.
wall just put up right in his face. Is he? Okay, no. Yeah, decides to go for the rifle here. Goes high above, trying to mark him, forces him down. And there's not really a lot of positions and chance that he can really get until this wall drops down.
Oh!
Everybody's looking at him.
Wah! Wah!
Famous. This is why his name is known. And Boom again off the back of the Star Duelist. They get the clutch, they get the round, and they
apakah
get it
kita
all.
mencuri
Give this
famous
guy
dari
a
Dina?
star in the Walk of
Nggak
Fame
bercanda,
already.
anjing.
How many moments in his
Mas Hero, my
career
idol.
has he done this for
Idol?
Boom?
All in Boom. Kok idolnya pakai love, guys?
Unlosable
Oh
there
ini
for
mah kok
Pandemonium.
kenapa ya guys kira-kira?
And then,
Anjing, keren banget ya. What?
okay, just take a breath.
Gila lo
Oh my
HP,
God,
nah
that
akhirnya
was-
punya kunci Inggris bir.
Incredible from Famous.
Gila cok,
And with
famous
that,
cok.
Pandemonium still stuck to 1.
Ki-
Round starts now. Pandemonium starts to
timing
create
itu
some
harusnya
tempo
dah.
on mid. Boom
Enggak deh.
usually gets that
Belakang
information.
ya.
Moria spots
Makasih,
the
Mi.
peek out from Ventura here, knowing that he is going to be nursing on that margin. Weaker weapons for everybody here. For Pandemonium, does get a pick on mid. Berserk
Gelo,
spotted,
guys.
but Spyco still loses his life. Mid play.
Famous ketika
is the
tidak
best
dijoki
thing
Dina.
that
Ini memang
Pandemonium can do
famous
as of
guys,
this
bukan
moment.
Dina.
But they can't really push much
Si
further.
Dina
now that Boom
udah
has
gue
realized it.
kunciin.
Boom.
Biar famous ya men.
Though, for Pandemonium, beloved, finally shutting down the rampaging demon that is Famous. So from this point on, Pandemonium stuck in the middle.
Ah, gue
They pick up a
dug-dugan.
Vandal, and this close contact does not work out for Beloved
Malah ini
whatsoever. The double
1v3
swing
nggak mungkin
gets the
dong.
catch on. More
Kalau
than
famous yang
given
1v3
case,
ya
Boom
mungkin
should
untuk
know that
menang.
this
Kalau
is
ini nggak
coming.
mungkin.
And it's such a big problem
Nggak
that Spike
mungkin,
left behind.
teman-teman.
They were trying to see if they can go for the pivot. Instead,
Ya, siapa
it will
nih?
be
Kill
Ventura
3.
to a standy,
James
standy
nih, bos.
Brave.
Tadi
8
Pak
to
Bos udah
1,
bilang
somehow
belum
the
punya
trade
roster.
blooms in the
Tuh,
sands.
ditanya
And
mulu,
Boom
nggak
just
punya
being
roster
Boom and
anjir.
just
Kwaci
dominating
rosternya
out
Kwaci,
here.
Swan, Jazz bertiga main kita sama Kurli
Again,
berempat.
there was just nothing
Dah,
that Pandemonium
roster
can do there
Dota.
unless they can bully out Boom from mid. But there was so many angles that they had to try
Gelo, aduh aku
to deal
bingung
with.
pilih yang mana.
They do have the double controller though, so I was kind of wondering why they
Aku
didn't
bingung
smoke.
pilih yang mana. Pilih
Yes,
yang
to stop
mana.
Famous from peeking. I think they only smoked somewhere on
Sama
the cross
Boomin.
on mid, and they stayed too long. It
Boom.
dissipated, and
Iya,
then no
satu
one
lagi
re-smoked
Boomin
the
dah.
angle.
Dah 5 kita.
Now Beloved's just going to be pushing with the dog here, and it's probably just going to be a fast call onto B here. Just again, all hell let break loose if they can try to push through this snake fight and smoke and all.
Boom there, Flash,
Blinded.
gonna clash. And it
Eh,
doesn't let Pandemonium in until
Aduh,
they
aduh.
decide to send
Batuk.
Kagura with the blast
Aduh, aduh.
backs over.
Aduh, dong.
Moria though saw that barrel.
Ah!
This is gonna be very, very close. And he is willing to do this tango. Dancing, spinning, and going for the kills. Ansi Slasher is there to collect that damage.
Gila!
in those frags.
Udah lah
And
guys,
from that
13-1.
point on, it's
Dah,
another
disuruh
one
tidur,
led by
Kwaci
Boom.
tidur cepet
This
biar nggak
is
kemalaman,
just their
kasian
choreography,
kata
that's right.
kata
We
mereka.
are just watching Pandemonium fall
Kwaci
into
giveaway
the
Rizky guys.
Moria is
Siapa
so
mau?
good at that position.
Lelang
He
Rizky.
already
Siapa
figures
mau?
out that they can push through the smoke if they try to do so. He has that backline defense or backline assistance from his teammate, and he can play
Amazai.
around the other ones,
Amazai.
pop shotting him on. I
Duh,
don't know how to
orang
call it,
banyak
on
omong loh.
that
Kok kayak
big
kemarin.
long log on the corner,
Swan.
on the back of the B site. He just plays around with the position. Crazy good. Speaking of crazy good, Famous, his operator.
Famous nih,
stellar in
bos.
this game.
Famous is
Santai
his
dulu
fame,
gak sih?
and every single
Gua kalau kata
game
gua
his team
tiduran.
is his fame. It just continues on here for Boom Esports, and this is where you can see that Kagura has such a plan towards the cove. They are making their way towards the B side, so holding that thought for 1 second.
Dari apa?
NC Slasher right behind the high
Ayo.
tide. Eventually it falls, and NC Slasher
Kalau
gets
kata
moved
gua,
in,
santai
and NC
dulu nggak
Slasher
sih?
with another
For-
one. He's been
for
so
V1.
good at sticking around on the
Santai
side,
dulu nggak sih?
using those
For
walls
V1.
against the opposition as much as possible. But out in the open with the Trailblazer might not be the right call. The smoke is out. The problem here for this Omen is a spike.
Kalau kata
He's on
gua
site already
udah
as
menang.
right. He has them from the shadows to try and get it.
Santai
Look
dulu
at what
nggak
Boom's
sih?
doing. They're prepared to just get in the way, go for that contact point, and kill the ultimate as soon as possible. They're waiting to see also if this will be a swing in from Spyco.
You need 3 players
30
to
seconds left.
block that.
Nggak jadi santai, nggak jadi santai.
Oh, the swing
Ada
jump. He's gonna
perlawanan,
have to run
ada
for A
perlawanan.
side. He sees the trajectory of the wall though. So he
Apakah
should know
kemarin
that
cuma
the harbor
gimmick,
is
hari
probably
ini
gonna be
real?
somewhere
Ya
on mid,
kemarin
but there's not enough
biar
time for him
seru
to go to
aja,
A,
biar mainnya
pick the
banyak.
spike and plant it and try to do something here. So he's
Sumpah
gonna have to
guys,
be
sumpah
tricky
kalau kalian
here.
ngeklip gue bercanda ya, anjir ntar gue jadi
Spyco's been good
what
with
the
those.
fuck, gak jadi santai,
He's
nggak jadi
already able to
santai.
take out
Jadi
Famous.
santai
Step in the
tetap
right
udah 4
direction.
detik.
5 seconds.
What the
All he
fuck,
needs is
bro?
another one.
Yeah.
The Cove's been spotted.
It doesn't matter.
He doesn't have time.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
incredible picks. And big props to Spyco for the 4K in this round. Outclassing Boom in the
Tapi
duel.
menang, nggak apa-apa.
The round was there. The cove was there.
Pada
for
buang-buang
Shiro
duit,
to
anjir.
stay inside to win the round by default. You had, of course, the challenges from the two players earlier on to stall for that time. And
Ajak yang lain ya,
already
terus
done too
spill sikat ke
early
gue
on.
soal
It's been
apakah
the
kemarin
case
sama Gimme
so
hari ini
far
real.
for
Apa
Boom.
anjir, Daf?
Whether or
Udah
not,
kalau udah 250
Pandemonium
penonton,
get in,
giveaway.
it's Boom who
Kalau nggak
prevents
sampai,
a
salah
proper
siapa?
growth
Salah
path from
Boomin.
happening for Pandemonium through their efforts early on and just even
Yo,
preventing
yo,
the
yo,
thing
yo,
happen.
yo, yo.
Too many layers here for them to peel away.
What?
That's the flash that Boom was trying to set up for Shiro a couple of rounds ago. This time, it
Itu.
gets the value. Berserks, not fearing any flashes whatsoever. Trying to clean up house. Ventura, a chance, a hope.
Gelo,
Maybe
guys.
1 versus 3. Lockdown
Nice.
available. That turret's gonna spot out the lurk from Moria. He can't
Plus
really try to
gaji
push Moria
Kwaci
here, but
menang
he's unaware
soalnya.
as to how many players are actually
Min
either in front
satu
of him
gaji Swan.
or in the back.
Trailblazer's broken. Famous wants to get in there.
Katanya kalau pas watch party kalah, min satu gaji.
Minus point. The flash. It worked this time. It worked this time. 11 to 1.
GG, GG.
Another commanding round for Boom
How
Esports.
anjay, keren
And
amai,
you can see
jago
us,
amai.
right, as of right now,
Gelo,
score says it all. It's just the experience of Boom Esports.
Gelo, Dina, famous
Such a
diapain
clear
Dina?
advantage. They're so effective at playing
Easy
off
win,
these
Kak.
fundamentals
Easy win
on their
kata gue teh.
individual sites. They're so wise at timing
Belum bayar
decisions
tuh,
and
oke,
ways to
nice.
really go for the peak
Belum
versus the
bayar
fundamental forces on
wifi.
the inside of the site. And when you go and get stuffed, who gets tougher? NC Slasher as well as Famous. Everything is complete here for Boom, and they're just making that case to go.
Gimana
longer
mau
into
plus satu
the
gaji
lower
stream
back
aja nggak
front.
dimulai dari awal? Dari awal, Boomin nggak lihat Boomin
I
tuh.
thought that we were only going to be seeing one dominant series this lower bracket
Soalnya
run. Always going to be trying your best, but
Wangi-wangi coy.
Boom, they're making a damn good case of being able to do that as well here against Pandemonium. Spike goes by himself. Blade gets
apa itu? Apa itu?
using
Waduh,
well his
let's do
paranoia.
let's G.
He almost was able to make some damage with the classic, but not going to be enough this
Boy.
time.
Famous basically has plot armor. Just survives the shot.
Empat
to
kata
the
apa
face.
guys? Empat kata apa guys ini
Of
guys?
course, the
Kira-kira.
damage, the match checks out anyway, but still, some surviving now to bring an
Oh,
extra
kata
gun.
kalian,
Got the cascade
empat
being
kata
thrown
apa?
on over to try and block off the walls, and as Beloved looks to clear out the corners. Again, the timing from NC Slasher and Famous are enough to hold things down. Moria
What the-
knows exactly where Kaga's coming from. You got Famous instead, who gets the 4K for himself, and this is it. Series point for Boom.
Woi,
Esports.
famous kenapa?
Are we gonna
Woi,
have
famous tadi makan apa?
another
Empat kata easy
13 to 1
peasy.
here? Is it going to be possible for
Lupa
Boom to
klik
force
start
by
streaming tapi
or is
udah
it
WP
by
sendiri Kwaci ya?
Pandemonium?
Iya, udah mulai. Pokoknya tadi udah
11th
mulai.
hour, can they prolong this
Lo
fight?
famous
Feels
tadi
like more of
sih
suffering at
katanya
this point for
belum ke
Pandemonium.
depan
Just
PC
cannot
malahan
find
Swan.
that value that they're
Itu
looking
tuh.
for. Spyco's the
Aku-
only one that's been able
Udah,
to
aku
double
nonton di
digits
HP.
in terms of the kills.
Aku WP dari HP kayak ini di
It was a lot
share
better.
screen dari HP.
From that previous map, but it's still different here. Oh, Packer,
Oh.
he gets blocked by his own teammate. That is bad.
And it just is another heartbreak to already sad sight for Pandemonium. It gets worse with
Wow!
Famous rampaging
Morikan.
as per usual. It's a kaiju here for Boom. It's a monster unleashed.
Si Mil Kicong, iya si Mil
And
Kicong
a
nih
4v2.
matiin PC.
It looks to be the beginning of the end of Pandemonium. It was a great run for such
Mil Kicong
a
yang
new
salah,
team.
bukan aku.
Ventura,
I spotted him.
his adventure might be over soon. He said it already, Asrai.
Apaan sih tuker-tukeran?
Trading guns.
Senjata.
Who wants the last kill? You. Shiro's gonna go for it. The first one on the board. The first one to look for a target. Famous though with the spray down behind the wall. Ventura crosses. And Boom Esports cross
Udah?
away Pandemonium.
Aku baru
eliminating
bentar,
their
anjir.
opponent.
Aku belum
The
sejam
rematch
streamnya.
Boom
Masa
and try your
udahan?
best awaiting us on the next day.
Aku Belum sejam.
A GG right
Streamnya
then and
baru
there.
58 menit anjir.
Shows to us why they are the
Cuy,
Indonesian class
59.
caliber team. Absolutely masterclass of being able
udah
to
beres.
beat down an opponent in
Baru
that
mulai.
particular fashion. Micro engagements were just
Lah.
so well done by
GG
Boom here.
Boom.
And if they lose one certain portion of the map, they immediately retake the other portion.
Kemarin Tala takut dihantam UI di GH.
What Pandemonium was trying to do every single turn. Pandemonium just could not
Udah
find that
2-0.
volley. And only one round that Pandemonium got through was the round where
Stream yang sangat singkat, bro. Sejam jir.
that happened on A-main. I was trying
Sejam
to
dua
remember,
map.
wait, did they win with Kagura having the double?
Lebih sih sebenarnya live
double
gue ya
satchel
sejam
on
lebih
with
dikit
the,
sama
showstopper?
istirahatnya.
No, that was when Famous went ham on that straight transfer. So there you have it.
Yeah, just a different level of play here from
End
Boom
stream.
Esports.
Udah
There's
guys.
not really much to be said
Udah
about
menang.
that. Beyond that, it's been tried, it's been
kata
tested,
gue teh.
and it's been Boom. It's their standard.
Kwaci lu
pattern.
aja yang weapon next time dah.
Usual utility agents. You have NC Slasher.
Wah,
usual
jokiin gue
flash
emang lu
roll.
mau
You
kemana?
have, of course,
Lo
the
harus punya
controller
alasan yang
setup
jelas
from
dulu.
Gloria.
Tapi gue
And
tidak
you
menerima
get
alasan lu
into
konser
front
Blackpink
line.
lagi gue yang
Everything that
jokiin
usually
dah,
works for
sialan.
Boom, you saw it in full
Aman
display
guys, aman
today.
guys. 2-0 ya guys. Ini belum jam 8 walaupun di jadwal sebenarnya jam 8 tapi belum jam 8 kita udah 2-0.
13-1, a second of the day actually. So we've seen the most
Bau
dominant
kayaknya gue, oh ya udah.
come from today alone. And Team was
Saya
providing
undur diri, Min.
24
Bumin,
and 4
Bumin
as
Swan
wide.
undur diri gara-gara
With
bau.
KD minimum, you added the
Live-nya
assist
bau
and
siap.
Absolutely phenomenal there. So we have
Ya udah.
ourselves our next lower
Gue 3 jam.
match Dax. It's going to be trying our
Gue cuma
best
sejam.
or trying our
Swan,
best
streamnya lu 3 jam.
against Boom
Semangat, hehe.
Esports.
Gue
Quick
cuma
little
sejam.
recap of the points from that previous or from the current
Terus
series that
sekarang
we
gue
have.
ngapain dong?
This rematch
Udahan.
is going to be something different. Trying our best. They weren't.
Kalau ini nggak ada
100%
ngomong-ngomongnya ya?
during that series that they played against Boom.
Tadi
This
Valorant
time,
gue jam
it's
8.
going to be different.
Iya,
Boom have
kecepetan
got to be
mulainya
ready.
cepet soalnya
Are
game
they prepared?
apa
So they are
yang
a
tadi
team
match
that
pertama
even though
tuh
they dominated Pandemonium here, they were still brought
cepet
to
juga
the
kayak
lower bracket by a
13-1
different
gitu-gitu.
And Boom Esports, they
Parah
now
tiba-tiba
know
tanya,
trying our best.
apa ini? Sekarang
Who's the
apa,
team
Boom?
to watch out
Bumin.
for after that win versus Naos a while ago. And it's gonna be very exciting to see them face
Sekarang
off,
apa?
especially if Crazy
Sekarang
Guy is
apa?
gonna be back
Terus
onto the
sekarang apa?
roster. Whatever rotation trying your best brings. And on the other side, Azurai, Fancy versus Oasis in the upper bracket. Only one will make it to the finals. 4 teams are left.
Feng
After
Shui
all
gue
the
coba.
days we've had so far.
Info
Team
Feng Shui
two
gue
will
dong.
be eliminated next with only 1 slot up for grabs. Very, very soon.
Stream Boom yang PUBG
That
kah?
guys,
Nggak,
we're
Boom
gonna
yang
be
nggak main.
calling it a night
Tapi
a
kan
little
gue sebelumnya
earlier
Boom
so
nggak
we can
main
get
juga gue di
our early
PUBG.
shut
Gue yang
eye
nobar.
and prepare ourselves
Boom nggak
for
main,
tomorrow.
nobar
One
sama
upper
Kwaci.
bracket, one
Tenang.
lower bracket, and Dax is right. We're cutting it off to the 4.
Iya, kalau Jesslyn sama
We'll be
Kwaci,
looking
game
to
Boom
see
cepet.
who will remain. Anyways, this is it. See you guys tomorrow.
2-0.
Ciao and bye.
Besok Boom main lagi dong berarti guys. Guys, GG guys, thank you yang udah pada
Share your
nonton.
passion.
Ini beneran udahan.
Share your
Udahan aja, bentar gue tanya. Udahan.
wherever, whenever. Gaming is a
Jangan lupa nonton besok 19.30, tapi bisa lebih cepat guys. Jadi kalian pantengin karena takutnya kayak hari ini ternyata cepet banget. Cepet banget, lucu banget Cok. Harusnya thanks for watching guys. Makasih atas review. Boom masuk final. Abis ini apa dulu ya? Besok semifinal guys. Semifinal lower bracket, ketemu trying our best lagi. Oke, ketemu trying our best lagi. Jadi besok jangan lupa nonton. Siapa tahu kalian mau lihat rematch dari Boom dan trying our best. Apakah bisa 13-0 seperti yang kita inginkan sebelumnya atau tidak? Lihat besok ya guys, 19.30. Kalau bisa lebih cepat. Jadi kalian standby dari jam 6 aja kalau bisa guys. Karena kan we never know game sebelumnya cepat atau enggak gitu. Oke. Tiba-tiba tag gue baru join. Judulnya aja thanks for watching. Udah beres. Ketemu Blitz Saset besok, yang mau nonton versus Blitz Saset besok nonton ya. Jangan lupa, nggak boleh telat. Tuh, awas lu nggak boleh telat lah. Siapa yang cita-citanya baru join jam 8 tapi ternyata udah thanks for watching? Ngaku. Siapa yang baru join tapi udah thanks for watching? Lu ya? Kasian. Kalau kata gue lu mending sekarang mundurin live-nya karena mau lihat kegegean Boom kan, jadi mundurin live. Oke. Yaudah guys. Bye guys. Thanks for watching. Watch party sama siapa? Gue lupa dah watch partinya. Kalau nggak Jazz, Swan pokoknya. Bye guys. Thank you. Bye.